Osho, since being with you, I have noticed that when a person becomes closely related to you, they sometimes get a fixed idea about who you are. It seems like they forget who you really are, and even why they have come to you. This situation puzzles me, even scares me a little.
The mind has a natural tendency to get quickly fixed idea. It is very much afraid of change, because change means rearrangement. Each time you change something, you have to rearrange your whole inner being. Mind wants to live with fixed ideas. So when a person comes to me, and it has been happening for 35 years continuously, he starts loving me. He comes closer, becomes intimate, and then gets a fixed idea. And that's where he misses me. Because now his fixed idea is going to create trouble. I'm not an idea, and I'm not fixed. I'm changing. I'm in absolute agreement with Heraclitus that you cannot step twice in the same river. Translated, it means you cannot meet the same person again. I not only agree with him, I'll go a little further. I say you cannot step in the same river even once. Again, translated to the human world, it means you cannot meet the same person even once. Because even while you are meeting him, he is changing. You are changing. The whole world is changing. But once you get a fixed idea, you cling to it. And I'm constantly going to change. Tomorrow you will find yourself in a conflict. So many have come, so many have gone. And this has been one of the basic reasons. They became too much fascinated with their own idea of me, that I became secondary. Their idea of me became primary. That too old-dated. Fresh and young, I am with them. I became secondary. And if there was any conflict between their idea and my reality, they went with their idea, even to the point to become enemies of me. Telling to people that I am no more the same. I am no more the person I used to be. They have worshipped a great saint, but I am no more the same person. They will keep my memory of the past deep in their heart, but it is simply a photograph. Photographs don't change. Once it happened, one of my friends was collecting my photographs from my very childhood, from wherever he could get. And he had made a big album. And he was showing me. He has done a great work. He had gone to many places, to many people. Wherever he heard somebody has a picture of me, he went there either to get the original or a copy of it. But while he was showing them to me, he felt I am not interested. He stopped and said to me, "You don't seem to be interested." I said, "I don't seem to be interested because none of these photographs represent me. They only represent that which is dead. And a photograph can only represent that which is dead." A photograph is always of the dead. You cannot find a photograph which is of the living. In Picasso's home, there used to be a portrait, self-portrait of Picasso. He never sold it at no price. That was the only picture he insisted not to sell. And the more he insisted not to sell, more and more people were coming with bigger and bigger offer for the pictures. It became a challenge for art collectors. One beautiful woman had come with the same idea to purchase the picture. Whatever the price, she was ready to pay. She was rich enough. She said to Picasso, that I am willing to pay you as much as you want for your portrait. Picasso said, people are mad for a dead thing. They go on harassing me. You can have it without any price. But remember, it is not me. The woman looked puzzled. She said, it is not you. What do you mean? He said, if it was me, I would have kissed you up to now. It does not speak. It does not love. It does not sing. It doesn't dance. Even such a beautiful woman is standing before it, and the idiot is not even kissing. You just can't take it. It is dead. Remove it from here. It is not me. People get fixed ideas, and very soon. And ordinarily it goes perfectly well, because you meet only dead people who are not changing, who go on saying the same thing their whole life, just like a parrot. They are consistent people. They have all your respect. I seem to you self-contradictory, inconsistent, for the simple reason because I have decided not to die before I die. I am going to live to the very last breath. So you cannot be certain about me till my last breath. After that, you can make any image of me and be satisfied with it. But remember, it will not be me. To be with me needs courage. And the greatest courage is to be capable to see the change and to move with it. It may be difficult. It is easy to have one idea once and then be finished. A Sufi story. Mullah Nasruddin is appointed as the Prime Minister of a king because he was known to be very wise. Somewhat weird was his wisdom, but still wisdom is wisdom. And first day when they went to have their dinner together, a certain vegetable called bindi was made by the cook, stuffed with Eastern spices. It is a delicacy, and the king appreciated the cook. And after that, Mullah said in appreciation of the bindi that this is the most precious vegetable in the world. It gives you long life. It keeps you healthy. It gives you resistance against diseases, and so on and so forth. The king said, I never knew that you know so much about vegetables. And the cook heard about it, so he thought that if bindi is such a thing, that our king can live long and healthy and young. Next day, again bindi was made, and again Mullah praised it, even going higher than the first day. Third day the bindi was made, and Mullah went even still higher. Fourth day, and the bindi was made, and Mullah was going higher and higher. Fifth day, Mullah even said that bindi is a divine food. God eats only bindi. But the king was bored. He threw the plate of the bindi and told Mullah Nasruddin that you are an idiot. Bindi, and God eats bindi every day. You will drive me mad. Mullah said, La, you are getting unnecessarily hard. I am your servant. You said bindi is good. I simply followed you. And when I do something, I do it perfectly. And I am not a servant to bindi. I am your servant. The truth is, the bindi is the worst thing in the world. Even devils don't eat it. You did well that you threw it. He threw his plate farther away than the king. He said, you always should remember that I am your servant. And you are always right. And I am a consistent man. I will remain consistently your servant, whatever happens. There are people, almost the whole world, who live in a certain consistency. It is easier. But when you come closer to a man like me, you are going to be in difficulty. Either you will have to drop your idea of consistency, or you will have to drop me. And people are so infatuated with their own ideas that they can drop me, they cannot drop their ideas.